Tip number one, just get started. It's so important not to wait for all the answers. We're flattered that you're watching this video, but you need to upload your own videos so you can have something for people to subscribe to. And secondly, you need to learn what it takes to make compelling content that will get people to want to be going to your channel.
Totally. And always remember that your first videos are going to be your worst videos. You know, I remember the first video on Benjiman TV.
Hi everybody, this is Benji.
Or the first video on Sean Thinks.
Alright, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog.
And while those videos weren't that great, we think they're awesome because they were part of our journey to learning YouTube. So just get started and get your first video uploaded as soon as possible.
Tip number two, tell people about your channel. You know, your friends, family, those are gonna be your best supporters when you're just starting out, and you need to share it with them that you're starting a YouTube channel. You know, oftentimes people have at least a couple hundred friends on their Facebook page, which would be perfect people to be your first subscribers when you're just starting out.
Absolutely. And your goal here is not to spam anybody, and not all of your friends or family are even going to care, but think about starting with your network. And also think about putting links to your YouTube videos in your Instagram bio, posting on social media. You need to let the world know that you're posting YouTube videos. Do this a lot, do this everywhere, talk about it all the time. Put some passion around your vision for YouTube and tell some people.
Another example of this is going to clubs, events, even places that you go to shop. For example, I'm really into food, and when I first started my food channel, the supermarket that I went to, I would tell the clerk about my channel because I was vlogging it, and they're like, oh, that's so interesting, let me go check it out. So oftentimes, people physically in front of you, in the places where your content makes sense, could be your first subscribers.
Tip number three when you're starting from scratch is really understanding that having a focused niche is a lot more powerful than having a general channel. The reality is, if you try and reach everybody, you're going to end up reaching nobody. And so you really want to define who is your target audience. You know, what are they interested in? If you have a gardening channel, then it's people interested in learning gardening. But people who are not interested in gardening won't care, but that's good. Start small in order to get big, and really take some time. Maybe even pull out a piece of paper or a phone and write down and answer this question. Why would people be interested in the content? Like, what value will it have to a specific audience? The second thing you want to define is, what is your value proposition to that audience? Now, if you have a cooking channel, you want to deliver valuable cooking tutorials to that audience, right? So what is your value proposition?
You know, so many of you are trying to emulate some of these more famous YouTubers, these creators who have been around that have millions of subscribers, not understanding that it is hard to be them right away. You want to focus on a niche type of content that's very specific, because it's going to be the easiest for people to find you as a new channel because they're interested in that same type of content. And that's where you're going to have the best success, the quickest success to gaining subscribers.
And you know, I think this is a great example of this. There's a recent article in Bloomberg that was actually describing the struggle of smaller creators trying to make it on this platform. And it talked about a vlogger named Asher who decided that he was going to vlog every single day about his life at college and vlog his, you know, opinions, his day-to-day life, what he's eating. And we can actually look at the numbers. After 180 uploads, Asher has 174 subscribers and 10,000 views. So he's grinding, but it's not really growing that fast because it's general. It's trying to reach everybody, and it's just kind of a vlog. You're trying to get people interested in your life. I'm not that interested. I can't watch 1,000 people's different lives personally. But let's look at Renee, who's actually somebody who's been a part of the video influencers community. He started a focused channel on cooking, and not just cooking, on Whole30 recipes. So the power of having multiple niches, in fact, we have a video talking about double niching. We'll link that up on the YouTube card and put it in the description below. When you really get specific, that's where your power is. So Renee.
So as y'all seen, I just wanted to give y'all a little clip of some insight on how to become successful in the YouTube world. Not everybody will become successful, but if you put in the work, if you are dedicated, if you have something that interests people and you're not afraid of being on the camera, or not good with coming up with ideas, then you know, you should be good. If you're good with coming up with ideas and knowing like a light bulb hits your head and you're like, yes, this I'm sure would interest people. If you know, if I like it and I'm intrigued by it, then I'm sure others will be. Then you know you'll be successful in the YouTube world. The first one I've written down, I just wanted to give y'all a clip of what's the major overall of things to look for. You know, having a good channel, a one topic and sticking with that topic. Like they said, gardening. If you're a gardener and you like flowers, stick with that. If you're a blogger and you like blogging, stick with blogging. If you like music or sports, stick with that. If you into the stock market and you trade the stock market, then stick with that. And you will eventually see that your subscribers will grow due to what you are attracted to. So number one for me, I wrote learn how to make thumbnails. And the reason why I feel that's number one is because, again, eye of attraction. If you have a good thumbnail that has a lot of good graphics and has a meaning to it and catches people's eyes, they're gonna look at it like, this seems interesting. Let me click that and see what it's about. So I feel thumbnails are very, very important into having clicks on your video. Now, a lot of people sometimes might ask, what is a thumbnail? Well, a thumbnail is basically the picture that you have in front, like a cover. That's what it is. This is a picture cover, front cover. So that way, that's the first image that people see before even clicking it and knowing what it's about or what you're talking about. And I feel that's very important. I started from scratch, but you know, YouTube is a very good world to learn basically anything you want to learn. I've been on YouTube for years, and I just started wanting to make videos, but I used it for a lot of information, you know, whether it was being a mechanic and taking apart an engine, or wanting to fix my motorcycle and, you know, fix this stator, or changing a muffler on a car. You know, anything that I wanted to find out or learn how to do it, I just went on YouTube and learned how to do it. You know, computers, I learned how to take apart a computer. I learned how to put it back. I learned how to diagnose a computer based off of YouTube information. So YouTube is very big and very helpful to the community with all different type of subjects where you could ask, you know. Now people like looking at celebrities and stuff. So if you want to find out where the celebrity's at, you could just go on YouTube. They go on live, you know, and they go live on YouTube and they talk about their life, or they talk about what they're doing. They show their album and all that. Certain people, you see their real personal life as into how they're living and everything. So YouTube is definitely getting bigger as the years go by compared to when I first went on YouTube. It was only people posting up, you know, things that you want to learn about or things that never even really hit the internet. Sorry, let me go back to thumbnails. They got plenty of free web pages for thumbnails. I personally use Canva, so I will have that on the link below. if any of y'all are having trouble creating thumbnails. It's pretty basic. It's like a beginner thumbnail creator, but it's got a lot of good features, especially when it's for free. If you're starting out, you know, you want to look for things that are free, so that way you could get the used to it and learn from it. Once you get better at it and you know certain things that you want to put on a thumbnail and what you want to add, you might need to pay for a program that obviously has more advanced techniques. Second is overcoming shyness and speak on facts. So I feel this is very important because you have a lot of people that might be scared of being on the camera, you know, or just don't freeze up on the camera and don't know how to speak about something. And also sometimes they speak about nothing, and you don't want to be that person that creates a YouTube video and speaks about absolutely nothing. You just running just to waste time and hoping that people click your video. That's not a good thing. You know, you want likes. The more your video has knowledge and facts, the more likes you're gonna get, the more it gets exposed, the bigger it gets. And obviously, if you're speaking on something that people like to hear, then of course they're gonna subscribe you, and they're gonna wanna see your next video and see what's the next thing you come up with. So I would say overcome shyness and speak facts. Facts is a big thing because you don't want to just make up stuff, because YouTube is so big that I'm sure something that you're speaking about, someone else might speak about, and if they see that you're giving false information, then that was gonna obviously degrade your YouTube channel, because if people can't trust what you're saying, then they're not gonna want to see your videos because you're just making up lies. Third thing, find out what you're good at. Again, this goes back to like the video showed. You know, if you're good at gardening, post up a channel with flowers and stuff. If you're good at cooking, post up real good food. Or when you go on vacations and you at different restaurants, and you know, you could post that type of food, different types of foods. I'm sure people will be attracted to that because they don't probably know what's out in the world. They don't know the culture of something. So if you give an eye of attraction to where a plate looks real good and it's coming from, let's say, Spain, or let's say Africa, or let's say Brazil, you know, I'm sure you will catch an audience attention, and people are going to want to know more about your channel and want to see more of you and what you bring to the table. Also, number 4 I put is post on all social media. And the reason why I chose that is because you have all these sources to where it's called networking. If you have a Twitter, post your YouTube video on Twitter. You know, people, I'm sure, is gonna want to check it out. And if you catch one person's attention, next thing you know, it spreads the word, and that person might show someone else, like, look, this is a really good video, check it out. And they will check it out, and as soon as you know it, you'll see your view count or subscribers grow, because it's called networking. You know, with YouTube, you have to network. You cannot think that you will do it on your own. There ain't not one person that has been successful on YouTube that has done it on their own. You know, whether it's back in when Justin Bieber blew up, obviously he had fans. He had people that loved hearing his voice, so they subscribed to him because they wanted to hear his voice. So you cannot do it on your own. Don't think just because you may think something is attractive to you that is going to be attractive to everyone. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you'll make a video that has very low view count. So, you know, I would say the best thing to do is study, look up what's popular out in the world, what you're good at, and post it up. You know, check on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, even blogs. I would say is pretty dope, because blogs, you get a lot of people that's attractive to one thing. So you'll have a blog that, like, let's say it's talking about cars. Well, all right, you might make a video that's on cars, so you will want to show your link to that blog, so people that love cars see your video. And obviously they love cars, so they're gonna love your video if they find it appealing. So, you know, all these type of tools that's out on the internet, on web pages, use to your benefit, because they will help your page grow. They will help your channel grow. Next one I said was make videos that catches the YouTube's population attention. Basically, it's kind of the same thing that what I just went over. You know, you want to talk about something that a lot of people are attracted to. A high percentage of people are attracted to. You know, you don't want to talk about, maybe, let's just say, you don't want to talk about like you getting a tan on a beach chair. You know, people probably not gonna want to see that, because like, well, why am I watching this person get a tan on a beach chair? You know, you want to talk about maybe if you have something in the backyard that you're building. You know, that's a good thing, because there's a lot of backyards. There's a lot of people that want to do things with backyards. So, you know, it's something that's popular. It's high on demand. If you want to do stocks, stocks is high on demand. If you want to blog, blogging is high on demand. Or even talking about certain products is high on demand. You know, I see a lot of females nowadays, you know, come up with product, put it up on YouTube, and then they have it on their social media, Instagram, you know, Snapchat and all that, and they're making money, you know. And they're making money two ways. They're making money, one, they're selling a product, and two, they already have 1,000 followers, more than 1,000 followers. So the ads that are on their pages, they're getting money from YouTube also. So it's two revenues that's coming in, which is great. We all want more than one revenue coming in. And last but not least, you know, always gotta end it with a positive note. Don't give up. You know, not everything happens overnight. You know, it might take a while, but don't give up. You know, if you are dedicated, determined, and you are believing in yourself to say like you want to be successful in being on YouTube and making an income on YouTube, then don't give up. You know, it's a very tough challenge, but at the same time, it will be highly beneficial in the long run, because once the ball starts rolling, it doesn't stop. You know, and that's a living proof, as into anyone you see on YouTube that is successful. They could post about anything, and they got viewers watching their stuff, and you know, obviously they're making profit off just posting. You know, post a little 5-minute video, 10-minute video, and they're making money. You know, and basically YouTube is paying for their living lifestyle. So, you know, that's the biggest thing, is don't give up on this journey. You know, this is, you know, one of my beginning videos. So I liked how that video showed how both of them back in the day, you know, their first video, and you could tell by the quality of the camera, it's very old. So, you know, just to have this and look back at it and be like, wow, like you know, that was me at one point, and look at my video. You know, I maybe didn't do a perfect job at demonstrating what my video consists of, but you know, I did it and I overcome it, and later down the road when I'm successful, I'll look at it and be like, oh, that was the beginning. So again, you know, don't give up, you know, keep going for it. You have a lot of support out there that's willing to listen to you on anything you have. You just gotta put the time and effort and take a sit back and just think about, you know, what you feel is worth YouTubing, you know, and think about it real good, and then come out with it. You know, every video should be homework behind it. You know, don't just start throwing up videos for no reason, because, you know, we're still at the bottom. We're still trying to grow, so we can't just throw up any video that we want to, right? If you like this video, please hit the like button on the bottom, smash the subscribe button. Pretty soon I will be trying to do a live video based on talking about, you know, experiences. If anybody is trying to be successful on YouTube, what challenges have they came across. So, you know, I would love to, you know, keep in contact with all y'all that has watched this video, and much love.